This is a blank canvas, and that's exactly what it feels like to build a business. At first it's quiet. No users, no product, just an idea and a whole lot of self-doubt. But what turns this into something worth sharing is creativity. No hustle, no ads, creativity. And I think we don't talk about that enough.
Hi, my name is Renaar and I've been a solo founder for quite some time, and I've built different ventures like Volsco.io, Duolingo, but then for beginning entrepreneurs, and side projects like nomadbuild.com, where we scan medical bills to find errors and get your money back, or Laundry-Mate to make laundry at campgrounds not suck. None of these projects had big investors, none of these projects went viral, but they all worked because of this creative process I learned to trust. And believe me, most people think creativity is this rare talent, something that is in you or it's not. But I don't believe that. I truly believe that creativity is a process. And if you understand the steps, just like in a painting, you will never feel stuck again. And in this video, I'll break down my creative process in 5 stages, using both a real painting and a real startup as example. Each part connects to a step in the business, and the last one is what makes everything ties together.
This is where it all starts. A blank page, a messy table, and a brain full of nothing. The spark is the moment before the first mark, and let me be honest, it never feels like a spark. It feels like overthinking, doubting, deleting, and mostly just restarting. But that's a part of a process. Creativity doesn't strike like lightning, it's a friction, rubbing your thoughts together until something finally catches fire. Whenever I start something new, a video, a product, even this painting, I first start by asking one simple question. What don't I want this to be? Before I define the idea, I define its limits. This is called negative space thinking, and it's weirdly powerful. I write down everything I don't want. No fluff, no fake hype, no copycat products, no startup buzzwords. And once I've cleared out all the noise, the silence kind of shows me where to look. The funny part is this spark stage is where most people quit. They think, I'm not creative, I cannot think of anything. But creativity isn't magic, it's a muscle. You don't need talent, you need momentum. The truth is, every great idea was once just a weird little scribble. The iPhone, a mashup of a phone, touchscreen and internet. So here's what I do when I'm stuck. I start stacking. I mix a problem with a random thing I read. I ask dumb questions. I imagine what this could be if I wasn't trying so hard. The spark doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who are willing to look dumb for a bit until something sticks. Before you can paint, you need something to paint on. That's the sketch phase, building a foundation. Not just for art, but for every creative project, every business. For me, this step is all about structure, taking a vague idea and giving it shape. Not perfect, just solid enough to hold what's coming next. In business, this looks like picking a clear angle, a voice, a target audience, a landing page. You're not trying to impress anyone yet, you're just trying to make sure it holds. The sketch isn't the masterpiece, but without it, you've got nowhere to start. This is the part nobody posts about, the part where it looks like nothing like the vision you had in your head. The ugly middle, I like to call it. In business, this is when you're halfway through your landing page and you hate the colors, when your first ad flops, when the comment section says, this is so dumb. But here's the thing, every great creative process goes through this. It's not failure, it's feedback, it's not broken, it's forming. The only way out is through, so you show up, you adjust, and you keep layering one imperfect stroke at a time. Because ugly is temporary, but quitting, that's forever. At this stage, you know where it's going. The chaos has a cause. You've made big decisions. Now it's about the little ones. It's not finished, not even close, but you can finally see it, what it's meant to become. That's a powerful place to be. In business, this is the phase where the idea is real. You've launched, you've shown some people, now you're refining, copy, flow, feedback, performance, the stuff most people skip, but you can't. These final layers, this is where your taste shows up, where you show up. It's not about perfection, it's about clarity, about showing you cared enough to push just a little further. Because the details are what take you from fine to something that stays with people. And that's worth showing up for.
So, is this a masterpiece? No, it's probably not. But that's not the point. The point is that it didn't exist before. Just like your startup idea, your product, your ad, your video, it all started like a blank canvas. And creativity, that's what made it move forward. Stroke by stroke, layer by layer. And honestly, you don't have to be a genius, an artist, or even confident at this point. You just need to care enough to finish it. And someone, somewhere will feel it. Thank you for watching, and ciao.